You've just finished my 9 shots lower program. How's that smile on your face going?
Well, 9 shots better on both nights.
I was going to say, because in our first assessment, what we do? What do you have? 56 for 9 holes. What did you just have on the both 9s?
46.
Like 46 on both 9s.
Unbelievable.
So basically, if we tally that out, you're out to like nearly 18 shots, nearly 20 shots better. I think you've said a few times. You've got 18 holes, which is just madness.
And but there's more to come.
There's more to come. And before we started, what were you feeling like? So yeah, you were pretty depressed on your golf.
Terrible. Couldn't play golf.
You couldn't get the ball in the air. It was very short swings because you felt like you needed to be shorter. You just hit it decent. And then the other side of things was there were some decisions being made on the golf course based around just trying to not make big mistakes and things like that, which was okay. But here we are. What did we do? What was different about this program compared to what you thought it might have been, or lessons or anything like that you had in the past?
It was completely different than having lessons. This was not in any way, shape, or form that resembled the lesson. This was course management. It was the skill set. It was the attitudes. It was the mental approach. It was the process, learning the process, changing the process, and changing things. And you can't do it in an hour lesson, 2 or 3 hours. Basically, you need to spend time.
Yeah. And the big thing we did with that was we focused on your main key areas for improvement. And there's no way you would have been able to do that by yourself, the changes you had to make to various things with your technique and your setup and things like that, without having that feedback loop. And we did something a bit different. We mostly focused on your technique for a little while, which definitely, when we went out and did the assessment, that was the biggest area you needed to improve. Then we focused big time on the course. Like the last 3-4 weeks, we've been out on the golf course applying those new skills. And that's what's led you to where you are now, isn't it? So what would you say to someone else who might be in the same boat, who's a bit dubious about getting help, or they've had lessons and it didn't seem to work?
I could recommend it highly enough. And the one thing that we didn't mention that I should have mentioned is that you don't realise where you're wasting your shots.
That's the big one.
I would have bet money it was the fact I couldn't get a ball 100 metres, and the reality was I'm taking 4 shots inside 100 metres.
There you go. And we found that on the first assessment day, didn't we? Because when I showed you that scorecard, how many shots it took you to get inside 100, and then how many after that you went, oh, wow.
No clue.
You thought your long game was the worst part.
Yep. I had no clue whatsoever.
Yeah, and then so it wasn't like we're just going to not completely ignore your long game. It was, no, we can improve that too. But where you're going to get most of your shots was like the chip shots, the long range putts, the hybrids from off the green, the making sure you got on the green in 1 shot instead of 2 or 3. And that's where we were going to really drop scores, and that's what's shown up today. Because what you've done is you got that going pretty quickly, but then your skill level in the long game improved as well. Now that all of them have come together, and it's a very different golfer right now.
So it's not as though that my improvement's finished. I'm halfway improved on where I'm going to be.
So yeah, we're finishing a program here, but you now know, you're very clear on, well, you can probably see another 5 shots there almost, can't you? Quite easily with just more training in the ways you already now know. Would you say you feel like you're your own coach a little bit better now?
I understand what I'm doing wrong now, which is part of the coaching exercise, and I know by and large what to do in most cases to fix it. Yeah, exactly. And that's my whole goal, is to try and put myself out of a job in that regard, ask you, right, have I taught you how to look at your own golf game, in a different way, but then also how to be a better caddy on the golf course as well, which you did pretty well, but you can still see today, because we played and you heard what I'm doing, and you're like, man, Paul, you're not really all that good, are you? But my decision-making was really good. I hit the ball all over the place sometimes, but I didn't end up in too much trouble. And you could see there, okay, wow. I was asking you, where do you think I should be aiming being a pro? And my targets were way more conservative than yours. Yep. And so that's just a good indication that my ball striking is a lot better than yours. My skill level is a lot higher, but I am picking very conservative targets. And that's something you can do straight away, and it'll improve your scores as well. So it's learning how to do that sort of things, doing that. So mate, I really appreciate your time and coming out, and your effort and enthusiasm and being open to all this coaching that was very different to begin with. And I know, you're pushing back on me pretty good there sometimes, and I love it. And because really it is, there's a lot of core beliefs about what you think golf should be played like compared to what it actually should be played like. And we've got to work through changing beliefs as well. So, but you've done really well, been open to that, and you've tried it. And if it worked, you went with it, and it's paid off in a big way. So thank you. So if I was giving a 5-star rating, I'd give it at least a 5.
Thanks, mate.